Hello and welcome back to DaddeeCraft. The Imperial forces have moved our UFO along. Dash has been captured by a bounty hunter and led to some sort of a worm creature, and we are on our way to save her. But first, part of saving her is fixing up Eskeltown, so it's perfect when she gets back. I have been working, as we last left off, on the villager breeder, so we'll go over there and we will check out what's going on with the villager breeder. And that is at the top of the Demise house. And I have been working really hard and struggling really hard with how to get the delivery system working correctly. This is the room we last left off in, and I was trying to create this really complex system. The problem is that I wasn't able to eject. It was inspired actually by Zedoff from Hermitcraft in season 8 of Hermitcraft, I think. He made a villager device where once the villager grew from baby to adult, it was ejected from a minecart and went into a hole. Now that works in Java. I don't know if that works in Bedrock, but I had been experimenting with it over here, and it didn't look like this before. Basically what happened was I experimented with it. I put Minecraft down. I went to play Final Fantasy VI for a while. I put Final Fantasy VI down because life got too intense to be gaming. Life still is too intense to be gaming, but that's why I came back to gaming. Anyway, I picked Final Fantasy VI back up. I played that for a while. Dash asked me to get our realm back online, so I did. I messed around with the villagers some more, and I said, wait a second, why am I even bothering? Because the problem is that the villagers need some work after you deliver them to the space that they're going to be in anyway. So I don't need this whole automatic system where the villager gets ejected from the minecart and the minecart gets deposited somewhere. I can just drop the villager and the minecart down there. So I did that in the two areas we needed. And then we can come down here. See, well, the first problem is somehow this guy was named and traded with, but he's somehow a librarian, so we need to get a drop chute down here for him. But I put in walkways so you can get between the farms. Up here we have our new carrot villager, and I already got him set up. I traded with him, so he shouldn't despawn. I haven't named him or her. And then we've got another librarian in here. So I have to, and this guy, you drop him down, you have to trade with him to make sure they don't change. This guy hasn't been, he's attached to one of the lecterns down there in the hotel instead of this or that or that. So it doesn't make much sense, but he's not attaching to what he should be. So I might have to dispose of him until we get a farmer, or maybe get a farmer and then dispose of him, since he's already attached to whatever he can be attached to. So that's the next step, but we don't really even need any more carrots. We don't even need any more wheat. So this guy's holding down the fort for wheat, even though this guy's refusing. And the carrots, we've got so many carrots. I think the next step for carrots is to actually start composting them, so to get more bone meal. But we've got a lot of bone meal too. So I think I'm going to take a break from all of this for now. I'm going to call it done. The only thing we need to do actually though is, everything looks good except for up here. Nope, looks good still. That's really tidy compared to what I left it. Up here, I'm trying to knock this stuff out and then just put some supports in. So what I'm gonna do next, I guess, is just fix this room up and get some lighting in here. And this is the villager breeder. It's all spawn proof up on top. And then we've got our 2 villagers. They need more carrots. We don't need villagers anymore. Anyway, we just need to fix this place up. Get some supports and arch beams up here, but I didn't want to leave it as a giant wall. I do like the little... And I thought about taking this whole thing down so I didn't have to do the support beams. But I don't mind doing... and just rerunning the line, like straight from there to here. But I don't know. I kind of like... We've got all this space, and I needed it for this, and I'm not going to subdivide this over here. I think I'm done with the Demise Tower. I don't want to put anything else in it, because everything that... I think it's on a chunk border, so it was named the Demise Tower really efficiently, because everything kind of gets foobarred here. But the good news is that the minecarts, if you could hear them earlier, actually have been staying around. So I'm hoping that maybe... What should we do here? I'm gonna need stairs, I know that for sure. I'm not sure what else. Maybe stairs to thicken this up, and then an archway here, and another archway here, and then maybe a support column coming into the wall there. Okay, that's about it for now. I will be back a little later. Real quick, the other thing I wanted to show off is down here in the expansion to the storage room, I did start working on the stairway up to the hotel. So we've got a nice run now. It looks a little better, but we still have issues with the hotel. But at least we can get there in style now. This doesn't look too nice. At least we can get there and leave in style now. So that's that. Another area for, these areas are going to be lifted platforms for more storage, for single items, just like we have with books over here. And I've also been trying to work on the lag in Escaltown. But there's only so much you can do. I've kind of realized Escaltown is it's our original base, but it's kind of turned into an industrial area. It is what it is. As I finish Escaltown, it is going to be the industrial area, and we're gonna kind of branch out, and we're gonna leave. We're gonna finish it up and leave it as kind of the industrial area, and come back to it when we need stuff. But go out and start a new base and a new adventure. So the end of chapter, I don't know what chapter we're on. I think we're on chapter 3. Chapter 2 is the storytelling chapter. Chapter 1 was us getting started. So the end of chapter 3 is going to really be us finishing Escaltown. Chapter 4 is going to be, I don't know, either a new adventure or, as you can see there, I've just finished rendering my last recording. Chapter 4 is going to be either a new adventure, or we're just going to grab one of the other towns that we'll probably just grab another town that we've been working on and set up camp there and kind of quote-unquote start over. And I'd like to do that with each town for the next couple chapters, and then once we're finished off with that, we can set off to a new area, and by then, God knows, I mean, that will probably be way past 119. I don't want to really explore anymore until 119, but with my goals now in place, I don't think that's going to be a problem or an issue. So yeah, I'm going to get back to the top of the Demise house, but I did want to show off the lead into the hotel area, and we're going to have to set that up. I think it's going to be smaller than I originally intended, especially because of the lag and everything else going on in Escaltown. I think if we're going to do a bigger villager trading station, it's going to have to be somewhere else. So I think that the hotel, I'm going to focus on librarian villagers and leave it at that. So maybe we'll have just, you know, a mending. What do we really need? A mending and unbreaking. Mending and unbreaking are the big ones. And then, you know, it's nice to have a silk touch and a fortune guy. But you know, if we look at our supplies over here, I think we're getting topped out in terms of having to worry about that stuff too, because we've got plenty of books and we're starting to have plenty of backup. So yeah, we'll need more silk touch maybe, but we need a silk touch hoe. I think I'm missing a couple of things. But and I don't know if I've shown this off either, but this is the new output room. So now that when you put stuff in the storage, it goes through all of this new area, and then it comes to the output room. And then there's also armor and weapons here. One lonely trident. I think the tridents are somewhere else. I just have to move them over. So that's it for now. I'll be back when we have something to show. Okay, I have tried to record this ending clip many times. I wanted to show you what I did up here. We didn't add any more drop holes. I just focused on finishing the top floor up here. Oh, and you know, I was struggling to get the babies, and now we have the babies. So we can try to at least get one more farmer downstairs instead of that librarian. And then we can make the drop holes in the next episode and finish up everything else in the Demise house. But it would be nice if we could, you can see here, I made an archway there, then I aged the wall, and then I had to come down here. I couldn't have it come down all the way because the entrance is right here. But what I did was I attached it to this wall, and then I put a supporting beam here, and then this comes up through here. And then this one's kind of falling apart a little more. So you can see it, if it loses a few more bricks, the whole support beam might, the whole idea of it might just stop existing. But that's the idea of it, is it's, you know, it's been used for a while and it's not being very well taken care of. Everything in Eskeltown is supposed to be a little older. It's supposed to be, you know, some things are high tech, but they're not the newest. Let's check out what we can do with a villager and maybe get a farmer this time. Okay, send them up. Okay, and then we'll take the fall down there. We can't sneak through. We have to go downstairs. And I'm hoping I'm getting audio this time, because I haven't been getting audio. Oh, we have to go upstairs. Okay. We have our librarian still here. And we can let this little guy grow up. We have to wait for him to grow up before we let him go, because they'll just jump right through here. Seems like I'm missing a piece of glass here, huh? And there, too. Doesn't seem to be affecting anything now. Interesting. I'm gonna go get that glass while we wait for this villager, and I'm gonna test the recording to make sure we're getting audio. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you know what? I'm just gonna end the episode here, and I'll do the other things myself. I just wanted to show you how I finished the top floor, and now you've seen that. You've seen the work we've done with the stairway and with the expansion to the storage room. So we'll come back. We'll work more on finishing up Eskeltown next time. But welcome to Chapter 3 officially. We kind of hang out a while and kind of end chapters. You know, part of the thing about chapters is what I'm focusing on, but another thing about the chapters is just I ebb and flow with the recording of these because I don't, it's not a job for me. So I just do it when it's enjoyable. And so, this is the third chapter in that series as well of kind of the focus. But chapter 2 was the storytelling chapter. Chapter 1 was our kind of intro into Minecraft. Now we're going to be trying to finish Eskeltown. I don't know if that means finishing New Eskeltown too. I think Eskeltown includes New Eskeltown as well, because New Eskeltown is really, for me, it's just there's kind of a cottage house back there next to Dash's house, and then there's the bee farm, which we should probably try to automate, and then we can have our honey and our honeycomb, and then there's a couple doors out there that we need to redstone doors I wanted to make out there, so that's what we need to focus on there. But that's it for now. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next time.